failed to deny them a place on the short list of all-time great NBA teams. The Chicago Bulls, nearing the end of an extraordinary basketball odyssey, and believing to a man that tonight is the night.
I think they're playing against the old Phoenix Suns who let people bully them around and intimidate them. We're not like that anymore. And if anybody says anything to my teammates, they're going to have to go through me.
It's June 18th, 1993, Game 5 of the NBA Finals. The Phoenix Suns are playing the Bulls in Chicago. The reigning league MVP in Charles Barkley versus the former league MVP in Michael Jordan. The Suns are up 76-71 and things are getting heated. If the Bulls win this game, they will complete the elusive, rarely captured three-peat. If they lose this game, they have to head back to Phoenix where Barkley and the Suns only lost 6 games over the entire season. Now, as if the championship wasn't enough motivation for Jordan and the Bulls, Michael was not too happy about losing the MVP award to Barkley. I mean, MJ only led the league in about 300 different categories, so you could say he took it personal. So as you could guess, the trash talking in this series was at an all-time high. But in a finals series featuring 2 of the best players in the entire NBA, the battle wasn't taking place between Barkley and Jordan.
45 seconds to go, third quarter. Pippen with the shove. Pippen with the shove to get to that pass.
Scottie Pippen knew that he couldn't muscle Charles Barkley out of the low post area. His only chance was to try and gamble and get around.
Barkley 4 or 5 from the line. 23 for Barkley. To give Kevin Johnson a breather.
Charles continue right here to tell Scottie Pippen, you can't guard me. Every time we come down, I'm going to take you one-on-one. And they're drawing back and forth at each other.
After dropping 42 points on Scottie's head in Game 2, Charles Barkley let Pippen know that there was nothing he could do to stop him. He was getting anything he wanted on offense, averaging 30 and 10 in the series and making Scottie Pippen look like a liability on defense rather than the all-NBA defender that he was. With under a minute left in the third quarter, Barkley draws a foul on Pippen in the post. Pippen can't believe it. Charles is loving it, and he lets everyone in the building know just exactly how he feels about Pippen by uttering the most disrespectful line in all of basketball. You can't guard me. Now, imagine for just a second that you are playing so out of your mind in the NBA Finals that you can say with complete confidence that one of the best defenders in the history of the NBA cannot guard you. But Charles didn't just call out Pippen on the line in front of 19,000 people. After sinking both shots, Barkley proceeds to stalk Scottie Pippen up the entire length of the court like a damn psychopath. So close to Scottie, you'd think he was telling the man a secret. But when another player calls you out like this on national television, you have no choice but to square that man up one-on-one. So that's what Scottie did.
Pippen. Oh, tip home. Terrific follow by Pippen.
Now, Scottie is telling Charles, you can't guard me. I just took you. So we'll see what happens here. Played, then Scottie came right back and scored on Charles and said, I'm not going anywhere either. Now, finally, Charles Barkley and the Phoenix Suns have realized that, hey, we can be friends off the court some other time, but we can't be friends on the court and try to win a championship.
Pippen goes right back at Barkley and gets a tough tip-in at the rim. He then turns around and tells Charles a little secret of his own. You can't guard me. This is as good as it gets. Vintage 90s basketball. Barkley is completely soaking up this moment, closing in on a win against the great Chicago Bulls in the finals. The Suns end up getting the win. Barkley continued to talk trash during free throws, during plays, and even from the bench. But by now, Charles had yet to figure out what the rest of the league already knew. You do not, under any circumstances, talk trash to this team. Just look, it's listed right here in the rulebook. But of course, Charles had to learn this the hard way. Leading up to the finals, in the 32 times Charles Barkley matched up against Scottie Pippen, Barkley outscored him 27 times. Scottie rarely got the best of Barkley, but after challenging the man in the most disrespectful way on the biggest stage, Scottie conjured up his inner Michael Jordan and took his game to another level.
I'm telling you, it's destiny. I don't care what anybody says. We believe that it's our destiny to win the world championship this year.
That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
This is the NBA on NBC.
Pippen with the stop. Oh, what a move by Scottie Pippen. And the Bulls now lead by 3.
Scottie Pippen realizes that Miller can't move his feet. It's a matter, can he elevate over Charles? He certainly can.
Caught right for Pippen. Yes. Scottie Pippen, who did not have an impact game in Chicago on Friday. Rare off performance. Going to travel on Cartwright. Scottie Pippen line drives it home. And the
Playing within the offense, executed, don't take hurried shots.
oh, beautiful move by Pippen.
3, the man believes in his team, he believes in Barkley.
It counts. And the foul. Pippen going to the left hand and switch to the right. A gorgeous move by Scottie Pippen.
Okay, pause it here, because things are getting interesting. We're closing into the final minutes of Game 6 of the finals. The Suns are up by 4 points with little over 2 minutes left in the game. This is their game to lose. With their season and a championship on the line, Scottie Pippen has held Barkley to just 39% from the field. But the Suns have still found a way to get a lead on the Bulls late in the game. At this point, every possession is critical. The Bulls have the ball and Barkley is hounding Pippen. The Bulls cannot get anything going and the Suns force a shot clock violation. Barkley is absolutely amped up. So amped up that he gets right into Pippen's face and gives him a reminder that he cannot be stopped. This is as brutal as it gets. Team down by 4 in Game 6 of the finals, and you got the league MVP in your ear in front of millions. But instead of chirping back, Scottie Pippen had other plans. The Suns bring the ball up the court and get the ball into Barkley down low. Barkley takes it right into Pippen, and Pippen gets a crucial stop at the rim. For the next few plays, it's a stalemate, neither team gaining any ground. Until Michael Jordan makes a layup with 38 seconds left on the clock. Suns' lead is cut to just 2. So with 30 seconds left in the game, the Suns need to get something going on this possession. They get the ball into Barkley, who has Horace Grant on an island. This is Barkley's moment to rise up as the league's MVP and prove his worth on the largest stage. But instead, Scottie Pippen runs over to double Charles, completely rattling the Suns' offense, which leads to a shot clock violation. Scottie Pippen once again showing Barkley his defensive genius. So here we are with a championship on the line and only 14 seconds left in the game. Charles Barkley doesn't know it yet, but this is the best shot he will ever have at a ring. This moment will inevitably determine his legacy. So what does he do in possibly the most critical moments of his career? He gets right into Pippen's grill and talks some more trash. 14 seconds away from a Game 7, up by 2, and Barkley is pushing Scottie to his limit. These are the small battles within the game that often get overlooked but actually end up defining players. And in this defining moment, who better to initiate the offense than Scottie Pippen? Mike brings the ball up. Scottie meets him near half court and forces Barkley to chase him, leaving the paint exposed. Scottie then completely burns Barkley on the step and opens up an opportunity for one of the biggest sequences of his and, unfortunately, Charles Barkley's career.
They want Michael to get a full head of steam, try to keep him in the middle of the floor.
Well, Pippen got the snap. Here's Paxson for 3. Yes, the Bulls take a 1-point lead, and Phoenix calls for time with 3 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
A monumental dagger of a 3 by John Paxson, putting the Bulls up by 1 point with only 3.9 seconds on the clock. Now, most basketball fans remember this moment for this huge three-pointer. But when you watch the tapes, this entire play was initiated by Scottie blowing right past Barkley, causing the defense to collapse, leaving Paxson wide open. The man who Charles Barkley proudly stated could not guard him. The man who had to put up with Barkley's incessant trash talk night after night completely flipped the script on Barkley, proving that in the biggest moments, it was actually Charles who could not guard Scottie. And in one swift moment, nearly all of his confidence and hopes for a title vanish. Now, if I had to guess, I would say it's probably this moment right here that Barkley reconsiders all of those choice words he had for Pippen. But not all hope is lost. There's still 3.9 seconds on the clock. Barkley and the Suns still have a chance. They inbound the ball and get it in the hands of Kevin Johnson. Now, pay close attention right here. Johnson drives inside and forces Pippen to sag off of Barkley, leaving a wide open opportunity for a lob pass. They've done it 1,000 times. It's the closest thing to a surefire bucket. It's right there. But hindsight is always 20/20, and Barkley's shot at a ring was gone. All the trash talk, all of the disrespect and mind games proving to be fatal. I mean, this tactic usually worked for Barkley. It helped lead his team to the best record in the NBA. It got him a league MVP and pushed his team to the finals. But on this night, in what would be the closest Barkley would ever come to a championship, Charles realized that while he was trying to get into Scottie Pippen's head, Scottie Pippen was quietly playing a mind game of his own. Maybe this was all part of the plan. Let Barkley talk his trash, let him win these small battles. Because while Charles had his eyes on Scottie, Scottie never took his eyes off of the prize. Hope you all enjoyed, and as always, until next time.